Hello everyone, this is Wal2Hazard, and for this video we're going to be answering some questions. And so last week I asked you guys if you could send me in some questions and I'd be answering them. So that's what we'll be doing right now. You know what, I had something cooler in my mind when I was going to do the intro, but screw it, we're here now. So let's A those cues. Okay. Stingy asks, if you had to give away something, what would it be? Waffles, making vids, or knowing how to walk? I love walking. I love jogging, in fact. So that's a no-no. Making videos, oof. That's I can't give that away either. So I even though I'm Belgian, I'm pretty sure I can live without waffles. I mean, I still have fries and, God forbid, beer and other delicacies, so I'd give away the waffles for sure. Another question's from Stingy. By the way, he has a lot, so yeah. Do you want to be a movie director? Please say yes. I don't just want to be a movie director. I want to be more than that. You know, I want to be able to do a lot of things in the movie business aside from just directing. I love doing it. I love directing. I love editing. I love coming up with ideas. Loving the whole, just writing and all that. I just love doing all that. So yeah, whether it be like in the filmmaking business or the video game business, like working with like trailers or like, I don't know, like those extra like information videos or whatever they make for video games these days. I'd love to do it. I really do. So yes. And a follow-up question: if yes, what kind of movies would you be directing? I think I'd be working more in the action-packed, action scene genre type stuff. I don't know. Either that or like more of the psychological movies, not the thriller kind, but like more about like the characters and like the way the mind works and all that. Because I have a lot of tinted, crazy thoughts at night sometimes. Like I can come up with really weird ideas. And I just write them down. I'm not gonna share them with you guys because you're gonna think I'm like really crazy. But yeah, if I were to direct movies, the genres I'd be directing would probably be action or just drama slash psychological for sure. Soccer or football? That's funny. Basketball or baseball? See, that I love both sports. Don't get me wrong, but the inner black in me has to go for basketball. So. Yeah. Ping pong or tennis? I enjoy ping pong. By ping pong he means table tennis, by the way, for those who don't know. You ever come into the Illuminati land? Egypt he means. And I mean, hey, I love traveling, and Egypt seems like a really chill place to go to, and if I ever had the chance to go there, I would. It'd be awesome, see some pyramids, talk to Stingy, and just have a good time. I think it should be nice. First-person games or third-person games? Oof, that's a tough one. I grew up with Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Ratchet & Clank, all TPSs, so it's kind of hard for me to, it's kind of like it's like part of my it's like part of me, like all these third-person shooters, and I've been introduced to like FPSs since I think when it was Medal of Honor, I think when it was on PS2, and that was a long ass time ago. But like it never really got to me the way Killzone got to me, or Destiny got to me, or Battlefield, or COD got to me, right? So it's kind of hard because now I mainly play Destiny, which is an FPS, right? And so I don't know. I love both. I love both genres and all that. So I don't know. I like both. I can't really decide. Same thing for single player or multiplayer as well. He asks single player or multiplayer. I have not touched a multiplayer game ever since I started playing on PS3. And the game that I started playing multiplayer on was Uncharted 2. And ever since then, all I played were just, offline games, I guess. Well, back in the day, Ratchet & Clank did have, online features, but the games I used to play was, like I said before, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and Ratchet & Clank, Kingdom Hearts, and a bunch of other offline games, right? And I never once did it cross my mind that you could play with people all over the world with a very with stable quality and still have a good time. that never really crossed my mind until I decided to yank that internet cable, pull it, like bring it all the way upstairs into the attic where we used to play games back then, and I plugged it into my PS3, did some magic things with the settings, and I played online on Uncharted 2 for the first time. And I think the first map I had was Temple. No, not Temple, Village, and I had such a blast. It was like it never occurred to me that you could have so much fun with playing against other people across the world and talking to them and just making new friends. It never once crossed my mind, and from there on, I just realized that multiplayer is much. It offers way more than single player ever could. So I think in that respect, multiplayer is better than single player. But then again, what other game offers a better story than a single player? I don't know. It's both have their strengths and weaknesses, and I don't think I'll pick either one of them. So yeah. My favorite villain in Uncharted, I think I'm gonna go with Lazarevich, and I'm probably gonna get crucified for this, but fuck it, I don't care. The reason why I like Lazarevich as much is that he really got into Nathan Drake's head, especially in the end. Especially in the end, because like he killed Jeff in cold blood. He killed so many other people, right? And then at the end, he's like, "Bitch, I know you. You ain't gonna shoot me because you ain't got it in you, right?" And he didn't. Drake did not, and so he took the easy way out and just decided to get those freaking resin bodyguards to smash Lazarevich in the head and just kill him. And so, to me personally, Lazarevich was more. He was more of a. It was much more than a bulky bad guy with Russian accent, And I don't know. I just liked him more than Roman, or Navarro, or Marlowe, or Talbot, or even Ray for that matter. And yeah, I just like him. He's awesome. He was awesome. Least favorite villain in Uncharted, definitely Marlowe, because what did she do? What did she do? Oh, look at me! I had an affair with Sully. Oh, I used to bang him during the missions. Other than that, other than being rumored to be really old and stuff, I don't even know what that's all about. I didn't. It never really got to me. Like, it's like she's like, "Oh my God, I know your story, Nathan. I know your dad. I don't know. I'm starting to make things up now, and I'm regretting it. So yeah, Marlo, I didn't like her. Simple as. I'll just leave it at that. Favorite hero in Uncharted? It's got to be Drake, Nathan Drake, because I think he resonates with a lot of other people. Like in real life, I mean, right? He has that very very heartwarming charisma. Always motivated to do something, and if he ever gets down, he always gets motivated by his peers and friends, and so it's always good to know that he's human, like us, like maybe not physically, but like mentally. He shares a lot of traits that we as human beings have as well, and so that makes him a very well-written character and a very believable character, which Naughty Dog has done very well. So Nathan Drake, favorite character for sure. Least favorite hero in Uncharted, I think Cutter, because like he only gets mentioned in Uncharted 3 and a little bit in Uncharted 4, but like I think Uncharted 3 was like his moment to shine, because like apparently when we meet him, it seems as if they've been friends with the whole with the other group for a while now, and we don't really feel that all that much, right? And so when he quote unquote breaks his leg at the end of the Syria mission, it's kind of like, so that's it. And so I don't think they did a good job at really introducing him as a friend and a part of the group, right? And so they had to do more than that to really grasp my attention. So sorry, Cutter. So that were all the questions from Stingy. Now we're going to move to questions provided by Asianpersuasian. And yeah, here it goes. So first question is, how long have you been editing for? That is a good question, because well, I've had this channel, Wal2Hazard, has been up for 6 years and a half now. It's going to be 7 in June, and I think I think it's a little bit before that. I think it's been 8 to 9 years that I've been just editing, and maybe even before. I don't even know. I don't remember, because I've been messing around with cameras, camcorders, handy cams, and all that stuff. And yeah. Anyway, I've been messing around with a lot of cameras, camcorders, and all that when I was young. So we'll have to. I mean, let's say it's been 10 years I've been editing. I don't know. It's 10 years around that. How do I get my ideas? Oof. I think same as everybody else, because I go on a lot of walks, especially when I have nothing to do, when I'm not editing, or when I'm not doing anything really. I just go outside and go on a walk, listen to podcasts, listen to music, listen to my playlist, and just walk around in the park, in the city, wherever really. And when I see something happen, I kind of like write it down, either in my notes, or I just type it down in my phone or whatever. And then when I come home, I just try to imagine how these ideas would develop. And that's one way how I get my ideas. Another way is by just watching a bunch of YouTube videos, and just coming up with ideas there. Really, there are a lot of people who make amazing things in the video game world. It's actually insane, and that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from as well. And then of course, working with the people you edit with as well. People in Defy back then, they used to inspire me a lot. They still do. And then the new group that I have found, Editors Club, on Discord as well. A bunch of very talented people as well, and so they inspire me as well to make better and cool stuff. So I guess that's where I get my ideas. Hopefully that answers your question. Where did you learn to edit? I think it was when I saw Windows Movie Maker for the first time, because we used to have a really big desktop computer in our living room, and it was mainly for my dad for his work, right? And back then it was back in the Windows XP days, right? And so Windows Movie Maker was the only thing I could get, and then I found a way to get After Effects, but that was like way before my time. I didn't even know what to do with it. So I used to mess around with Windows Movie Maker back in the early 2000s, which means I was, I don't know, freaking 8-9 years old. Yeah, I don't know. And yeah, I used to mess around with Windows Movie Maker a lot, and then After Effects came along, and then I realized Sony Vegas was a bit more easier to work around with, with like simple stuff and all that. So it all happened gradually, I think. Windows Movie Maker, After Effects, Sony Vegas, and then I just stuck with those two. So Northley asks, what inspired you to make Destiny content over other games? I think it's because I've seen content on other games that I haven't seen on Destiny that I do think is definitely applicable for this community. Things like action movies, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen a very well made action movies machinima thing in Destiny, and it's kind of weird because you have all these cool glitches you can do to make your content really look cool, right? And people haven't really taken advantage of that. It's either been done for edits or montages and all that, and I have nothing against that, believe me. But I just find it weird that people haven't really used that potential to do stuff like this, right? And so I'm like, hey, I guess I'll be taking that place then, So that's kind of that was kind of my inspiration. I mean, if nobody has done a certain thing before, then it kind of propels you to do that one thing, to do the thing that nobody has done before, and just kind of tread into this uncharted territory and see what you can do with it, and see how far you can get, doing that. So yeah, that's kind of my inspiration behind this whole thing. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Sach wants to know, are you a virgin? The answer is yes. His next question is, how many cats do you have? If the answer is none, then are you thinking of adopting some? If the answer is no, then can you please make me a sandwich? because I'm starving. I have a cat. I have a cat, Sach. It's all good. What's your favorite song by Bruno Mars? Probably Uptown Funk, but then again, there's 24K. So I don't know. It's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. It's a tough one. I don't know. I like both. Can I just pick both? I know it's. And then Thar wants to know, do you have a duck? No, I don't think I do. No, I mean, I can fetch some wild ducks for you if you want to, but I don't think you'll be happy with that. So, well. And I believe those are all the questions. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask them, and I'll be doing another Q&A video in the future. And yeah, and with all that said, we have arrived at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and stuck around. If you liked the video, feel free to give it a like and maybe even subscribe. If you didn't like it, then well, then give it a dislike. But in the meantime, guys, I've been Wal2Hazard. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and I will see you on Sunday. Peace.